On today's podcast, we're going to be covering doing everything as if you're the only one at your facility. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast.
When I was younger, I worked in several factory/warehouse facilities. One of the areas that almost always had the most damage, neglect, and chaos was the battery charging area. This area was notorious for batteries left unplugged, loaded incorrectly, and/or batteries and their accessories left broken or miskept for the next person. It was maddening trying to deal with that area. Not only were you behind due to needing a battery change, but the extra time needed to deal with what the persons before you had done only intensified the situation. Imagine how things would change if every staff member treated areas as if they were the only people there. Bathrooms would be much cleaner. Microwaves wouldn't look like a crime scene. Boots would be stomped and wiped clean and dry before walking around the facility. Things would be put back exactly as they were found. And battery charging areas would be a breeze to get in and out of. Right? Well, maybe things wouldn't be quite that blissful. But if you were following you might be less likely to make more work for yourself by doing everything as right as possible in the first place. So what's the moral of our story? Do what's right when people aren't looking. Wear your PPE because you want to be safe, not because it's a rule and/or OSHA guideline. Take pride in a job well done with everything you do. You may not be able to change everyone at your facility, but you can change what you do. Act as if you are the only one. We look forward to seeing you next week for another Warehouse Safety Tips. Until then, have a great week and stay safe.
Before moving on, here's a word from one of our sponsors. If you've ever been to or worked in a warehouse, you know just how important safety is to both management and staff. It's almost impossible to go 10 steps without seeing safety tape, angles, signs, and/or safety products. It's these items that show us how to be safe and avoid danger in the workplace. And if you're looking for the best products to make this happen, look no further than Mighty Line. Mighty Line floor signs and floor markings offer the best industrial products out there. We're proud to have Mighty Line as the official floor sign and floor marking company for the Warehouse Safety Tips podcast and site. Go to mightylinetape.com/safety tips to request a sample pack of their incredible safety signs and floor markings. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. If you visit warehousesafetytips.com, you'll find the show notes for this episode and access to all of our blog posts, previous podcasts, advertiser information, and much more. Thank you for listening to Warehouse Safety Tips and have a safe day.